What's up, y'all? Today we're continuing our deep dive into the Inazuma 11 Victory Road website after it's been updated with all of the information from the Heroes Showcase, the 19-minute trailer, and even more new information that we didn't even know from that. So today we are going into story mode, and I guess we'll just start off. We've got tons to look at here, so I don't want to waste any time. Anyway, let's start off with this overview. We've got, obviously, a boy who yearns for a world without football, Minecraft movie, and a football monster who reigns supreme, Destin Bellows and Harper Evans. It feels like it should be Bellows, but it's Billows. It throws me every time. Their encounter marks the start of a magnificent tale. Thanks to the friends he met at South Cirrus Junior High School, Destin manages to regain his passion for football, and together they try to revive the neglected football club. Will they be able to topple Rymont Junior High, the reigning champions? An underdog story about overcoming hardships, growth, and challenging the very strongest. That is the new Inazuma 11. Nice! Hyperdimensional football RPG. We've got obviously some cool images of the football engine. Let's have a look here. So we've got obviously Destin just chilling. We've got Harper and Destin going over their like team meeting thing that I remember. I think is a thing that we're going to get in front of matches, like a cool strategy meeting, which is cool. We've got obviously a match. This is a match. I think this is a match. This isn't like a 5v5 practice. It might be a 5v5 practice. I think it's just a match. And then we've got this. One of these Focus Squabble-esque minigame things. I don't think this is a Focus Squabble. I think this is more just a minigame. I'm not sure. We hit we saw like a clip of this in the trailer. We hit it into the big tire thing, otherwise known as a tire. And then we've got obviously side quests. We know these. We did some of these in the beta, the demo type thing. And then we've got a bunch of Hisatsus here, which is sick. We've obviously got the one that we already knew about, but then we've also got Alex LaFontaine doing his ice dancing thing. We've got this guy from Northbright doing what kind of looks like a sun droppy type thing. And then we've got this kind of Dust Devil looking one with some kind of sand. We'll have a proper look at these. I think I'm going to do a whole video about all the Hisatsus and like ranking my favorites. So we'll have a proper look at these then. There might be some more images as we go, I'm not too sure. Anyway, let's have a look at the systems. Story mode, scouting. Any student at school can join your team, meet the conditions, and max out the bond clovers to make scouting available. Sick. So we're going to be able to scout this guy who looks pretty cool. We're going to be able to scout this girl who looks pretty cool. But then we've also got these, the selectable characters. 5 characters from the 10 involved in the story to join your team. Those not selected won't be available until the very end. So it is good to know that we will be able to get them eventually anyway. It's not just a case of, oh, you pick 5. Oh, well. It is a case of, oh, you pick 5, you'll get them at the end, which is good. It means we can get everyone, which is really what matters. We'll have a proper look at these guys in a moment. There's a whole page dedicated to them, so we'll look at them then. For now, let's keep going. Focus Squabbles. We know about the Focus Squabbles. We did these. But what's obviously new is the auto battle mode, which is kind of like in Yakuza, the new Yakuza games, when you can automatically go through the turn-based battles. It's going to be kind of similar, I assume, here. And let's take a look at these images. So obviously we've got this Focus Squabble. We've got a dance-off against Rika, which is pretty cool. Rika? I can't remember. We've got eating ramen as a Focus Squabble. Sure. I guess it's just a way of making the world and the characters feel a bit more alive. Of making the game... Because obviously there's a lot of times in the original Inazuma 11 where you would just kind of... You know what I mean? You just press A through a chapter, basically, of just going to location, go to location, go to location, press A, press A, press A. This obviously gives it a bit more variety. You're not just doing matches and then going to places to see story. You are now going to a ramen place to have a mini-game eating ramen, do a dance-off, attack bullies, criminals, you know what I mean? All sorts. Special training. Train your characters during the special training phase between matches. Hit training goals to strengthen your team. That's similar to, obviously, the original. As the story progresses, I think this is more Strikers-esque, though, the training. I'm not too sure. I might be wrong about that. I vaguely remember seeing some Strikers-esque, and I can't remember if that was this. As the story progresses, you can engage in friendly matches and football battles against various opponents. So, obviously, we know. Friendly matches. Sick. Ooh, are these some characters we're able to recruit? Old man? Other old man? Why is there so many old people? Anyway. Special training spots are all around. Are they going to be able to join us in the Football Frontier? Are we going to be able to recruit this old man to join us in the high school tournament? Special training spots are all around, whether it's the school ship stairway or a deserted shipyard. Christ. Plus the match practice mode next to the club room lets you sharpen your skills. I like the fact there's a match practice mode. I think that's cool against these AI. But then we've also got, obviously, we know about this, the training, which I guess is more strikers-like, but it's also a mix of the focus squabbles with training. It's cool. I like it. Again, it adds a bit of variety to that, doesn't it? Which is what we want. And we can choose what song we listen to. Baller. There's 9 theme songs. And I guess 9, yeah, because the ending theme is a secret right now, which is pretty cool. I like it. And we can also go on social media. Oh, God. I'm going to be able to live my life as an influencer. And then we've got the photo mode, which is pretty cool. Yeah, every game has a photo mode nowadays. But now here's the really fun part, having a look at all of the characters. As you can see, there's quite a lot of sections to go through. Chronicle mode we're going to leave for the Chronicle mode section. But there is quite a lot to go through, so let's start off with South Cirrus Junior High. We obviously know Destin, Briar, Cedric, Raker, Cade, Alex LaFontaine, and Thierry. But we've also now got Elaine Sereno, the teacher, who is the Gentle Football Club advisor. I've got it written down. Lilac Tassend, who is the arbiter of the student council. I think she's basically Nelly. Juno Hundermark, who is a quirky coordinator, who I assume is meant to be Celia. Not meant to be, but you know what I mean? Obviously is Celia-esque. Elaine, I guess is Sylvia-esque. But obviously a teacher, which is a completely different dynamic. Then we've got Edwin Grove, who is an influencer, and I feel like I'm going to feel properly called out here with Edwin, but he's an anonymous influencer, which makes me think he's going to be kind of maybe a villain-esque role, like, you know what I mean, like talking proper smack about the team. I don't know, that's kind of my initial instinct. But that is obviously South Cirrus, and then we've got the selectable characters. There's 10 of these. We're going to get to choose 5 per playthrough, but obviously you get, like we said, you get the rest at the end. Let's go over them. I'm not sure yet who I'm going to pick. I have no idea. Let's see if I can make up my mind. Hot-blooded Suma Powerhouse. We've got Windsor Compete, which is a great name. I like the look of him. He looks pretty cool. Charis Benze. Charis Benze, the possessed actor. Charis, I mean, it's an actor. I acted. I have an acting degree, so I feel like on a personal level, I have to go with Charis here. Main Aslop, the Seeker of Life's Answers, which is, considering he's in junior high, is an absolutely insane title to have. The Seeker of Life's Answers. So maybe him, just on the case of, wow, he is probably going to be going through some crises, I don't know. Dario Heighton, the challenger aiming for the top, which is, I guess, sure. I think most of them probably are aiming for the top, unless it's like aiming for the top of the what's the poem that they do, like where they place character, whatever it is, where they like the sport where it's like they place poems down, they complete poems or whatever. Challengers aiming for the top. That's him. He's aiming for the top of the character world. Amelia Rainwalker, which sounds like a bloody Star Wars name. Second Life Class President. Oh, so this is like also, I guess, Nelly-esque. Okay. Yeah, I like Amelia. I like the hair. The hair's really cool with the line going, like the spiky, diagonally line going through it. I like that. The Pursuer of Beauty, Marisol Cavallo. Good God. Okay. Very terrifying name, innit? The Pursuer of Beauty. Definitely can imagine her being mean, I guess. The Master of the Way of Kendo, Merida Athloff. That's cool. The Way of Kendo. Okay. Gonna beat me up. Don't mind that. Ty Richter, the all-seeing strategist. He's about 2 feet tall. That's cute. I like it. Davin Bullock, the unstoppable rampage. Obviously based on a bull, if you couldn't figure one out. And Lycius Foxworth, a fox. In case you hadn't clocked that one. The Legerdemain Virtuoso. What? What is a Legerdemain? What? I have no idea. Okay, sure. Why not? I really like these two. I love their designs. I definitely want these two. Come on, 5. Come on, come on. I'll have a proper video where I go into my proper opinions on all of them and rank them properly. But just gut instincts. Foxworth, Bullock, Rainwalker, Aslop, Benze. That's my just absolute gut instinct picks. I guess you're also going to have to make sure that you pick a team of, like, with a bit of, you know what I mean, the positions We don't really need any more forwards, do we? But we need more defenders. We definitely need more midfielders. Thierry's almost certainly a forward, so we're probably fine for forwards. So I guess we're going to have to factor that in, but also at the same time, that's a bit lame. I'm going to have 10 forwards, whether I like it or not. Anyway, let's... Oh, I remember one other thing I mentioned is it looks like I think a lot of YouTubers are voicing these. And I think Japanese people are... I've seen some people say that they're mad about it. I don't know. Obviously, I don't have an opinion. But if you want YouTubers to voice your characters, hey Level5, hit me up. My email is somewhere. Rymon Junior High, Harper Evans, Darian Moonward, Talon Lewis, Colton Sharps. Remember when everyone said this guy was Jude Sharp's descendant? I guess not. Unless he's Jude Sharp is multiplied. Maddox Jackson, Eleanor Estrella, Jasmine Carmen, Boone Retman, Clement Mariner, Leah Capitan is their coordinator, and their manager is Addison Norris. The goalkeeper is Xander Warmington. Vierain Malavi is a defender. Okay, I don't mind it. I like these names. They feel very dubby, but I'm not sure there's not like a theme that I'm noticing. Maybe I'm missing the theme. Though to be fair, with a team like Rymon, I can't imagine there is going to be a theme. But I mean, look at this team. They look so sick, don't they? They look really, really sick. Yeah, I really like Rymon's designs, and I love their designs so much. That's really what I mean here. I just really love their designs. Who would I want most on my team? I do like Talon Lewis quite a lot. I love his design. Ooh. Yeah, I think my gut says Talon Lewis, though I do really like Xander Warmington as well as a goalkeeper option. Weirdly, I think Harper Evans might be the most boringly designed out of them all, but I guess that makes sense if it's just Mark's son. He's cool. Anyway, North Bright Middle School. We have Nicholas Himmelstein, Ivan Mercher, Erdem Barath, Taliesin Greenhunt, Hawkey Savard, Chase Winthrop, Bodie Field, Autry Rogers, Sentry Scarborough. Is it Scarborough just a place? Or does it just sound like a place? Peak Fletcher, and Milo Rankin. And then we've got the manager, big old Neil Turner. What's up? This, again, is a really cool looking team. I just like the art. I think I just like how they're like drawn. But I do really like Ivan Mercher here. I have a thing, I guess, for tall characters with cool hair. I guess is what I'm learning here. Is there any others? I like Autry Rogers quite a bit. And Taliesin Greenhunt is also really cool. I like all of them, to be fair. I think they all look sick. Yeah, this is, again, a really good team. From the fact that they're showing them off quite a lot, I imagine this is the team we're going to face at the end of the regionals. And then, obviously, Rymon will be the end of the nationals. I assume this is, like, what's it in Go? Is it Pirates Cove? Is that the one you face at the end of regionals? I assume this is going to be our Pirates Cove. Or maybe this is more like our Royal Academy Rymon Zazus. I don't know. Something like that is my guess. Speaking of Royal Academy, we now know that Alice Rendell is a Royal Academy player. Or their top general. Or whatever that means. Player, manager, not too sure. But we know they have some kind of involvement with Royal Academy. Which is cool. Alice Rendell, I think, was the one with the puppet. Wasn't she? I don't know what that's going to happen. Maybe some kind of puppet-based moves? Who knows? Or maybe all of Royal Academy is just puppets, and she is their manager. Who knows? We've also got some more unique teams to have a look at here. Thank you to the Brasm for getting the screen cap. We've got what I think is Forkshaw over here. It is Forkshaw-looking kits, isn't it? I don't know whether or not this guy is an old character brought back. I'm not too sure. But it does look like vaguely Forkshaw-esque kits. Forkshaw obviously being... Is it Forkshaw? I don't think Forkshaw's even the name of the team. Is it? I don't know. Yeah, it is. Forkshaw's the name of the team. Fukuoka is where they're from, isn't it? And these are obviously... That's obviously the team Darren was on. And then we've got what I assume is Farm down here. Look farmy. This guy looks like a Pokemon gym leader. The coach over here. Then we've got Greener. Yeah, this is definitely Farm. They look farmy. They look like farmers. Then next to them, we've got a girl team. I don't think this is any team that's is coming back, but I'm going to assume not. I don't know whether or not they're going to be an all-girl team, but that's what it's looking like now. They look cool. Very regal, I guess would be one way of putting it. Yeah, I like the look of this team. And then finally we've got a team who looks vaguely like Polestar, but that might just be, I might be pulling that out of nowhere. Their manager seems to be a dog, which I have a few questions about. I don't know why their manager's a dog. But we've got some cool looking players. They look a bit older, so maybe they're not a Football Frontier. Maybe they're not someone we're going to take on in the Football Frontier. Maybe. They look a little... I mean, this guy's got a mustache and a beard. He's supposed to be in middle school. Surely not. This guy looks like he's paying his pension. The guy next to him. Paying his pension? Getting his pension. You know what I mean? But also, they're managed by a dog. So I have a lot of questions here. I'm really not sure about this one. But I think that is everything. I think we've looked at all the characters we can look at. And we now know quite a lot about story mode. I'm really, really excited to play this. Obviously, we've gone through Chapter 1 already. But the rest of it seems really cool. I'm excited to meet all these teams properly. I'm excited to figure out what's up with Alice Rendell. And I'm excited to recruit Davin Bullock onto my team. We're all about Davin Bullock here. If you like Davin Bullock too, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely rest of your day. Bye.